My name is Maurice Morris. Over the past 2 weeks, I stood on the highest podium in Tampa and Atlanta. When the MC called out my name, when the crowd erupted into a deafening roar, when the championship trophy landed heavy in my hands, I found it hard to flash that signature, carefree smile I used to wear. Because I know that on the other side of the screen, in countless fitness forum threads under those cold ranking statistics, people are typing away at their keyboards. Maurice, he's nothing special. Look at his shoulders, weird shape, zero muscle density, looks like he got implants. Forever a top 5 gatekeeper. He won 2 small shows on the hot streak, but put him on the Olympia stage and he'll get exposed like he always does. 2 years, those words cut into every inch of muscle I take pride in like scalpels. Then they point at me and say, you look like some kind of mismatched decoration tacked onto a body that should have been more streamlined. You don't belong in the top 10. I tried to ignore those voices. I told myself I'm a top 10 guy in the world, that I've stood on stages most people only dream of. But late at night, when I'm standing alone in an empty gym, staring at that massive shadow in the mirror, my eyes always drift to my shoulders. I'd flex them, turn sideways, and then sigh. Yeah, they're right. Compared to everyone else, my shoulders just don't have that dense, granite-like quality. That's not something I chose. It's the thanks for playing card I drew in the genetic lottery. I've tried every training modality you can think of to make them look harder, more striated. All it got me was injuries. I thought this imperfection would break me. But these past 2 weeks, it didn't. In Tampa, in Atlanta, I wasn't thinking about whether my shoulders looked hard enough. I was thinking, is my back wide enough to stand like a flag? Is my chest thick enough to carry every shout from the crowd? Are my abs carved deep enough to slice through every doubt? Is my overall package sharp enough to punch through this forever 5th place destiny once and for all? Back-to-back wins, they're not just 2 trophies, they're every punch I threw at the mirror in the dark, every drop of sweat that hit the squat rack, every temptation I turned down, every ounce of loneliness I swallow and turn into fuel. Now I've got my ticket to the 2026 Olympia, and I didn't get it by luck. I earned it with a pair of shoulders the world calls flawed, smashing my way through a wall of solid doubt. I know that when I get to Las Vegas, to that stage, the most brutal, the most brilliant in the world, the spotlight will still find the guys with perfect genetics first. So I'm not afraid to show my shoulders anymore, because these 2 wins taught me something. Bodybuilding was never about who has the better God-given build. It's about who can look at their own imperfections dead in the eye and still have the guts to forge themselves into something whole. At the 2026 Olympia, I'm not gonna prove that my shoulders can look like everyone else's. What I'm gonna prove is this: even with this flaw the world loves to mock, I, Maurice Morris, can use the width of my back, the depth of my chest, the razor-cut definition of my core, and this body I've beaten into shape with every ounce of will I have to tear apart every definition anyone ever tried to stick on me. To everyone who ever laughed at my shoulders, watch me. On that stage, I'll turn my back to you so you can see the weight I've been carrying all this way. And when I turn back around, I'll use these imperfect shoulders to carry the glory I came for. I'm Maurice Morris. I'm not perfect, but I am unstoppable. Olympia, I'm coming.